within you, you have this power to change your life, right? So it's called your imagination. That is the power within you that can actually change your life. And I'm going to explain how you can do that. So, your imagination is your creative power that can create the kind of life that you want by creating experiences that feel so real that your subconscious will just accept, and you'll begin to just move towards whatever it is that you imagined or you experience with your imagination. So, your mind doesn't know whether your imagination is real or not. As long as it's a real felt experience, it's just going to register it, and it's going to take that emotion, shove it in your subconscious mind, and then redirect you to whatever it is that you felt. So, there are two types of experiences: those experiences that you get from life, and then there are experiences that you create for yourself with your imagination. That's your creative power. And if you just take whatever life gives you, then you're just going to get whatever it is that that emotion that life gives you. That life gives you, I mean. So if you do not become vigilant and you've been getting a lot of failure, like defeat, and that registers inside your mind, inside your subconscious mind, then you're just going to get more of that, because that's going to be just looping inside your mind over and over and over again. And that's not what you want. So you could actually just stop that, recreate your own experiences with your imagination, your creative power of your imagination, and begin to redirect your subconscious mind so that way you get the experiences that you want to feel. So if you were to be honest with yourself right now, what are the emotions that you are feeling and where are they taking you? And then if you look at your circumstances, they're going to be pretty revealing of how you've been operating because of the emotions that have been impressing your subconscious mind. And again, you could stop that and begin to recreate the experiences that you want, because again, like I said before, your mind does not know the difference between a real experience from life and a real experience from your imagination. At the end of the day, it's just an experience. An experience with emotional intensity will begin to tap into and direct the subconscious mind and just have mastery over that, and you'll begin to just direct it wherever it is that you want to go with emotion. So emotion is the guiding force of whatever you want in your life. So, and in my last video, I said that the mind is just a recording machine and it records the experiences. And now in this video, I'm saying that life gives you experiences, your imagination gives you experiences, and your mind doesn't know the difference between both experiences. At the end of the day, again, it's just experience with emotions behind them. So, if you were to experience something in your imagination, something ideal, something that you actually want to experience, what's going to happen is that is going to become uh, a memory. And that memory is going to be something that you are going to begin to live today in the now if you are doing it correctly. And by correctly, I mean living in that imagination, in that scenery that you create, the ideal scenery with presence, fully dived deep inside your senses in that scenery and make it feel so real that it becomes an emotional experience. And if you were to do that, that emotional experience becomes a memory. And that memory, again, the mind is a recording machine, will be stored inside your mind. And that memory that you create deliberately with your imagination will become the past. And again, since your mind is a recording machine, it you can only be influenced by whatever it is that you have inside that recording machine, your mind. So whatever you create with imagination will eventually just become something that you'll just express naturally, because again, you're planting little memories inside of your mind, and those memories become familiarized with your mind, and you'll begin to just act out those memories little by little, and with gradual like hints of visualizations, that familiarity just becomes your new normal, and you become you begin to act in accordance with whatever it is that you visualize. Now, this is something I haven't really seen on YouTube, but the brighter your imagination becomes, the closer you are from imagining from that place of your own unique expression. And when you imagine from that place of your own unique expression, that inner brightness inside you, within you, things actually become easier to attract, because now things become more fun. They're aligned, and it feels right for you to have those things. So it becomes easier to get those things. It kind of meets you halfway. And the brighter your mind gets, the brighter your inner world gets, the brighter the outside world gets. So that's one thing I've noticed, and that's one thing I've been experiencing since I've been on this mental journey, spiritual journey. And now, if you want to have more vivid imagination, more vivid sceneries, so that way you could easily impress your subconscious mind and redirect it to wherever you want to go, you have to first get rid of the mental blocks, because mental blocks, what they do is that they distort your clarity, and because of that, it makes it harder for you to imagine something, and you begin to lack that vividness that creates that emotional intensity that could begin to impress your subconscious mind. So you have to get rid of those mental blocks, and once you get rid of that, it's going to be so much easier to just imagine something more vividly, more in depth, more in detail, and it'll just feel more real once you get rid of that mental block. And all of this, once you remove that mental block or mental blocks, is going to just make it so much easier for you to just impress your subconscious mind. And again, this ties in with the last video I made with presence. You have to become present in order for you to step out of your mind and begin to see the mental blocks and remove them. And then imagining after the removal of the mental blocks is what creates that vividness. And that vividness creates that emotional intensity, which could influence your subconscious mind more effectively.